All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. We are here. Are we here? Can you guys hear me? Welcome to the Earthy Girl Experience. Thank you for joining me, whether you are catching this current live or you are watching this replay at a later date. I want to thank you guys for being here, and I'm excited because I'm finally able to go live on YouTube, which is something I've been waiting to do for quite some time. Because listen, it's hard out here. It is hard out here trying to do, um, you know, anybody who does YouTube and makes content in general, especially for YouTube, you know that it's difficult out here trying to um, make videos and edit and do all of that and get them uploaded and things of that nature. So I was super excited when I finally learned that I was able to go live on here on YouTube. So if you are watching the playback, again, thank you for joining me. Definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and like the video. Also, make sure to check me out on other social media platforms. I am definitely on TikTok under the Earthy Girl Experience. You can also find me on IG as well. So go check me out there. And also if you are on, yeah, yeah. Oh, and if you're on Bigo, yeah, if you're on Bigo, you can check me out there as well. Okay. So, but otherwise, if you are watching this here, live or on the playback, thank you for joining me. Now, since I am able to finally go live, I wanted to come on here and do a reading for my Geminis, okay? So, listen, we're in Gemini season right now, and let me just take a moment to light this candle, honey, because we need to make sure we got some good energy coming through here, y'all. But I wanted to take a moment to do a video for my Geminis because we are in Gemini season. So shout out to the Geminis. Yeah, shout out to you guys. And I can't seem to get rid of Geminis. Let me tell you something. I love Geminis though. Don't get me wrong. I love Geminis. I have a North Node in Gemini, so definitely my lesson here is to learn a lot from Geminis, but I just can't see, like Geminis is just one of those signs where I don't have to try to make friends. You know, I don't have to try hard. Let's put it that way. I don't have to try as hard with Geminis. And you know, you guys are very sociable anyway, but with Geminis, it's like for some reason they gravitate towards me, and it's always been that way. I've always had Geminis in my life, so and I think it's because I have that North Node in Gemini. So shout out to anybody who has a North Node in Gemini. It definitely, if you don't know what your North Node is, definitely find out what that is because it'll definitely help you kind of understand what you know, your path is, what your destiny is. What you should be headed towards in this lifetime. Okay, but nevertheless, we're going to be doing a reading for my Geminis. Okay, so if you know a Gemini, definitely you know, share the live, bring them into the room, baby, because we're gonna talk about the Geminis this evening. Okay, so before we get started, let me go ahead and just kind of cleanse the space, cleanse the room for a moment. And again, thank you for coming in, joining. This is the first time I'm going live on YouTube, so I'm really excited to be able to come to you guys in this manner because I don't have to sit there and record. I don't have to record and do a bunch of editing for my readings and stuff, which is pretty cool. I can just come on here and just do it live with you guys, okay? So just give me a moment. Let me just cleanse the space here. And I think, you know, with us being in Gemini season right now and with everything that's going on in the news and everything. And if you haven't checked out my Aaliyah reading, definitely go back and watch that. Okay, with everything that's going on right now in the news, that's all I'm gonna say. Just go back and look at that. Okay, go check that out if you haven't already. Go watch that reading. I did that well before this whole trial started. Okay, and Aaliyah definitely had some extra things that she wanted to express in that reading. So definitely check that out. And what's interesting is that I actually had somebody who made a comment on that video, which I thought was very funny. And, here's the thing. I'm not here to try to convince anybody of my abilities or, my gifts and talents. That's not what I'm here for. So whether someone resonates with my readings or not, it really doesn't matter, right? But if you do, that's great. But, this person was in my comments trying to argue with me about the whole Aaliyah, thing. Um, she was trying to, argue with me about that. And I was just like, what, was you there? Like, were you one of the witnesses? Like, why are we even having this debate right now? Okay. So, I engaged for a little bit, but then I was just like, okay, I'm not going to continue on with this. Okay. I'm not going to do this. I'm really not. So, how you doing? Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Thanks for joining in. So, well, you know what? I don't really do personal readings. Are you a Gemini? Are you a Gemini? You never know. I don't do personal readings. However, sometimes when I do readings, though, when I've done them on my other social media platforms, sometimes I do tap into the energy of the people that's in the room. So, you never know. I might intend to do a Gemini reading tonight, and hell, I might end up doing a reading for you. Your energy might come through. So, we'll see where it goes. But for right now, I am doing the Geminis right now. But you want to know why your girlfriend is ignoring you? Well, I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, what you mean why she ignoring you? What's going on? Why you feel like she ignoring you? I would love to know why you feel that way. Ignoring you in what way? Is she not calling you? Like, what's going on? What's going on? How you pronounce your name? Cattrack? How is she ignoring you? Have you not heard from her? Like, what's going on? What's going on with that? All right, Gemini. So we have cleansed the space, and I just want to ask my spirit guides to come in right now into the room. And I ask that you cover me and provide me with protection as we do the readings for Geminis right now. Thank you. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you. Okay. So, we're going to start out here with Geminis, sun, moon, and rising. So, if you have a sun Gemini, you know somebody, if you're a cross watcher, okay? And you know somebody who's a sun sign Gemini, or a rising Gemini, or a moon sign Gemini, or even a Venus Gemini, that would even be suitable for this reading, or Mars, okay? Because Mars is how we act, right? Our actions and things of that nature, okay? So that might even resonate with this reading as well, but mainly we're going to be focusing on the top three here, all right? So I think I'm going to start out with Geminis and your love here, and what's going on for some of you Geminis here for the month of June. So Spirit Guide, I want to know what's going on for the Geminis here for the month of June in their love life. What's going on for my Geminis for the month of June in their love life? What's going on? What we got going on for some Geminis? Okay, so the card that flew out was Express Your Love. Can y'all see that? Express your love. It says to go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So for some of you Geminis out there, if you have been, maybe interested in someone, or maybe you like someone, you're crushing on somebody, or whatever the case may be, definitely Spirit is saying to go ahead and express your love. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. What you scared for? Go ahead and express how you feel. Okay, Gemini? Yeah, the next card that flew out is Passion. Ooh, Gemini. Okay. So, I mean, whoever it is that you're wanting or that you're needing to express your love to, you got a lot of passion for them. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So, listen. Say what you got to say, Gemini. Okay? Say what you got to say. If it's on your heart and it's on your mind, then say what you got to say, Gemini. What are you waiting for? Spirit said, go ahead and do it, baby. Because for some of you, we're talking about a wedding. Okay? And this is the season. Like, we're coming up on summer, and it's a lot of people that's, it's that time of year, right? A lot of people are going to be getting married, and things of that nature. And so some of you, it's got to do with, a proposal of some sort, or wanting to get married, you know? Yeah, this situation involves marriage. So there's a Gemini out there that is wanted to express their love in a very, like, concrete type of way. Like, they ready to get married. So Gemini, are you looking to propose? Are you thinking about proposing? Maybe you're a cross watcher, who knows a Gemini. You're dating a Gemini. But somebody out there, there's a Gemini who is ready to express their love, honey. They ready to pop the question if they haven't already. Okay? I mean, yeah. This is clearly a relationship that um, is ready to go to the next level. And perhaps you're already married, Gemini. So for those of you who are already married, okay, um, you know, maybe it's time for you to, rekindle, right? Bring that passion back into your relationship by expressing your love, okay? So for those of you who are in committed relationships and you're married, Spirit wants you to bring that passion back into your relationship by expressing your love, okay? Expressing your love, right? Get back to those romantic gestures and things that you used to do. If you've kind of, you know, stop doing that for whatever reason. Like, we all kind of, we get busy, right? Especially if we are, married and we've got a family and children and things like that. A lot of times that passion, right, can dwindle down. So Spirit is wanting you to refocus back on that for those of you who are in committed marriages, okay? Geminis, sun, moon, and rising, okay? All right, but for some of you, it looks like we're ready to pop the question and express our love. All right? Yeah. Now, for some of you here, the next card that comes out talks about healing family issues. Okay? Now, this one says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, perhaps, there is, and this goes back to my Geminis who might be in committed relationships. Maybe you're already married, okay? So I feel like Spirit is taking me over to my Geminis who may be already married, or we're not even going to say legally married. Perhaps you are in, like what they call a common law marriage. Maybe you're in a common law marriage, okay? And so I feel like for some of you, there might be some issues going on that involve parents, okay? And maybe the situation has gotten so bad to the point where it has started to affect your relationship, your marriage. And it's caused the passion to dwindle down. And so Spirit is wanting you guys to take the time to go back to that, okay? A lot of times when you're in relationships, especially when you're married, you got to sometimes you got to keep your family out of it, okay, Gemini? And that's what Spirit wants me to let you know. You got to keep your family out of it, especially the parents, okay? I mean, this is just real talk. Like, once you get married, you can't be having your parents all in your business, okay? Because this is between, you and your partner. And a lot of times it's best sometimes to keep the parents out of your business, your personal matters, because that can influence, the situation or perpetuate it and make it worse. It can just do a lot. It can do a lot. So for those of you who are in those committed relationships, definitely Spirit, those marriages, Gemini, Spirit wants you to pull your parents out of the equation, okay? And if your parents have done some things in the past to maybe cause some havoc into your, that ain't it. That ain't it. This is for somebody who's having, okay, so how can I express this? So, a lot of times when people have mommy issues and daddy issues, okay, that can affect your relationship. That can play a huge role in how you navigate in your marriage, how you even express your love in your marriage by what you saw growing up. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? And so, Spirit wants you to take the time, whoever this message is for, Gemini, Spirit wants you to take the time to heal and forgive your parents. Okay? Whatever it is that you're having issues with that is related to your parents, mom or dad, Spirit wants you to take the time to heal that. You need to do the work to heal that. I don't know if that means you got to go seek some therapy and go talk to a therapist. I don't know what it is, but Spirit wants you to do that because it's affecting your marriage, and it has affected your marriage, and it's caused the passion to go away, and Spirit wants you to get back to that. So there's somebody out there, Gemini, who has had some issues, daddy, mommy issues in the past, and they still deal with that all the way up until now into adulthood. They're still dealing with that, and it's affecting their marriage. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? So, Spirit wants you to take care of that. And again, I'm still not going to deviate from the message that I just said before. Still, again, if you are in a committed relationship, Gemini, for some of you, you need to keep your parents out your business. Okay? But there is somebody, and I'm feeling a strong pull. There's someone who has strong, serious mommy-daddy issues. And it has affected your marriage big time. Okay? And you need to do this soon, because the next card that flew out was the separation card. So, thank you, Spirit, for clarifying that. And I love when this happens, because then when that next card comes out, it just validates what I just said. Okay? So, Gemini, listen. I don't know who this message is for. Okay? But you need to do the work. You need to heal from whatever parental trauma, issues that you've had in the past that you can't seem to let go, that has affected you. All the way into your adulthood. You need to hurry up and you need to handle that. Okay? Because it's about to cause a separation in your relationship, Gemini. Okay? Alright? You need to handle that immediately. Okay? Because it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It's coming up. So I feel like Gemini, I feel like there's been someone that has been complaining a lot in this marriage. Someone has been complaining a lot. They have been complaining a lot. Okay? They have been doing a lot of complaining about maybe, parents and things like that, being taking too much of your time, maybe being in your business too much, knowing too much information, whatever it is, right? There's something going on with somebody and their parents in a marriage with the Gemini, okay? And you need to take care of it, okay? Whether you're the Gemini or it's the other person in the relationship that you're with, Gemini, but whatever it is, this is for my Geminis, okay? There's separation on the horizon if this is not handled or taken care of, all right? Now, I don't know when that is going to be. I can't give you a timeline on that. But if you don't take care of it, or whoever needs to take care of it, it's going down that route very soon. Very soon. And maybe someone has made, I don't like to say threats, but you know what I mean? Like said, hey, like if you can't keep your parents out of our business, or if you can't heal from whatever these issues are that you've had in the past with your parents, if you can't get over this, I'm going to have to go. So, I don't know who this is for, but I hope it resonates with someone, who's a Gemini. And if it does, definitely definitely leave a comment. Let me know if this resonates with you, Gemini, okay? Yeah. Ooh, honey. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit said, nah, baby, we need to get right to it, honey. We need to get right to it. We need to be specific about who we talking about tonight, child. Yeah, because, listen, Spirit wants you to know that there is forgiveness in this whole thing, and there is a lesson to be learned in this whole experience. So the last card that came out here was forgiving and learning from this experience. So it can be salvaged, right, Gemini? It can be salvaged. Whatever the issue is that's going on right now, it can be salvaged. It can, there can be some forgiveness that can take place, but somebody has to do the work, or somebody has to set some boundaries, or something's got to happen, and it's got to happen soon. Okay? It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Again, like I said before, Gemini, somebody got to heal from something that's got to do with their parents. Okay? They got to do some work. They need to go maybe see a therapist or something. But they probably need to sit down and have a conversation too. And it probably needs to start out with just being open and honest and having a conversation, maybe with the parent or parents, or if the parent is not around and they're not able to do that and have that conversation for whatever reason, then they probably need to go seek some therapy. Like, for real, seriously. Yeah. Finances and career came out here for you guys. For our Geminis here, it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So again, maybe this particular situation, has had to do with some finances, right? Maybe, there's a parent that has a history of asking for money all the time. You know what I mean? Always wanting to borrow money, or, bomb off the child all the time, or whatever the case may be. But there's something that's going on that's got to do with the finances and the career as well. Okay? Now, aside from that, though, because I feel like Spirit is taking me somewhere else with this as well, because I feel like aside from that situation that we were just talking about, there are some Geminis out here whose love life is being affected by their finances and their career. Let me get more on that, Gemini. And I might have to go to another deck on this one. What's going on? What are we talking about? Finances and career. Are you working too much, Gemini? That's what I'm feeling like. Maybe you're working too much. And some of you Geminis don't have time to go out and meet new people. Some of you might be dealing with some workplace situationships as well. Let's dig more into that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the next card that flew out is staying optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I feel like for some of you, like I said, I feel like I was moving to another sort of situation here. And I feel like for some of you Geminis, maybe you've been working a lot. Maybe you've been just, really bogged down with work. You haven't really had time to get out there and really, mix and mingle, right? And so for some of you, you're feeling like maybe, your love life is not going anywhere, right? You probably have been feeling kind of, like, man, I'm never going to find anybody. I'm never going to, my career is I've got my career and that's going for me, right? I've got my finances and everything going for me, but my love life seems to just be not moving anywhere. And so, Spirit wants you to stay optimistic about that, okay? Stop with the negative talk about I'm never going to find anybody. I feel like there's some Geminis out there that's maybe feeling like they're never going to find anybody. They're never going to get married. They're never going to have that, sort of that life that they want, but they've got everything else, but they don't have that. And so you can't have the negative talk, because that's not going to help you manifest what it is that you're trying to obtain, Gemini. Because Spirit said it's coming very soon. Okay? It's on the way. It's on the way. Yeah. But you got to decide what it is that you want. So this says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And so anybody who knows anything about manifestations, you know that you have to be very specific. Okay? You can't be out here like, I want a man with a good job and a good credit score and that's it. Because then you're gonna mess around and get a good guy with a good job, with a good credit score, but he not gonna be worth a damn. He gonna be, cheating on you all the time, or abusive, or whatever the case may be. So you need to be very specific, Gemini, but don't be so specific to the point where, like, don't be so specific to the point where you put yourself in a hole where you're not, able to, bring in any type of love, right? But definitely be specific, right, in what it is that you want. But keep an open heart, okay? Keep an open heart when it comes to love, right? Because, you know, you may say, I want a good person who brings me peace, and they can cook well, and they are funny, and they are, this and that. But maybe they're not the height that you want. Maybe they're short, maybe, I'm speaking to just for an example, because this could be male or female, but I'm just kind of speaking if I'm talking to like a female. Like, you may say you want all these things, but maybe he might be 5'6" and not 6'1". Okay. All right. So don't be so specific that you close yourself off to the possibilities of getting a really good person. Okay. All right. But definitely be a little bit specific. Okay. And I find it funny that, I'm bringing that up because I'm thinking about that Glorilla song, that new Glorilla song. I don't know if it's new, y'all. Y'all got to tell me if it's new or not. But I've been seeing it a lot, and I've been seeing a lot of people do content on that song where she kind of goes into like specifics about the kind of dude that she wants. That's what I mean by being specific. Okay, so if you need an example and you listen to Glorilla, go find that song. I don't know what it's called. Y'all can tell me in the comments what it's called. But it's like, she like, I want me a, tall dude, da, 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 da. She goes all into the specifics about what it is that she wants, but she's being very detailed about what it is that she wants. And that's what you got to do. Okay? All right? But stay optimistic. It's coming. Stay optimistic, Gemini, because Spirit said it is coming very soon for you. Okay? It's coming very soon for you. Now, for some of you here, there is somebody. There is somebody, and there's some chemistry there for some of you Geminis, okay? But maybe you're so busy working and you're so busy with your career that you don't really have time to entertain it. But for some of you out there, you've been busy with work, but there is somebody that you got a little chemistry with. Now, I don't know if this is somebody you work with. I hope it's not, right? Because you don't need to be doing no workplace situationships. But for some of you out there, there is somebody that you do have some chemistry with, but maybe you're so busy with work and your career that you don't really have time to entertain it. And maybe you feel like because you do have chemistry with that person that, you feel like it's not going anywhere. And maybe that's what's making you kind of have doubts and have that kind of negative thought process that it's never going to happen. But a lot of that just could be because you're working too much, Gemini. Like, ease up a little bit. Ease up a little bit. Give yourself, take some time off. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you deserve love. You deserve love, Gemini. You do. Okay? You deserve love, and Spirit says you are lovable. Okay? Yeah. So, I mean, listen. Geminis, was some of you out there that are in, there's some of you out there that are in committed relationships, and somebody needs to keep the parent out of their business, or they need to heal some mommy daddy issues because it has spilled over into your relationship. And you need to do that so you can bring that passion back in. And then for the other Geminis, some of you out there, maybe the single ones, my single Geminis, you guys, some of you have been working too much. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I mean, it says that it could be financial issues, and maybe that's why you're working so much. But I mean, you got to make some time to go out and Geminis, you guys are social social butterfly, so it's not gonna be hard for you to do that. Once you get out there, once you outside, baby, you're gonna be outside. So I mean, it's not gonna be hard for you to do that. You just gotta try to find time to pull away from work, okay? And I know you're trying to get that money up to handle whatever issues, financial issues that you have going on right now, um, Gemini. But yeah, you gotta ease up a little bit, okay? Because you definitely deserve love. All of you deserve love in both situations, right? You deserve healthy, happy, wholesome love. Let's pull from the Oracle deck. And let's see what messages Spirit has for you guys. I feel like I should have brought my other deck out too. Because I feel like that really would have probably added on to that. This love reading for you guys. The awareness card came out for you guys. So for some of you, you definitely are aware, you know, that you need to, and I feel like the awareness is kind of just validating this reading. For some of you, you already knew that you needed to, you already knew that you needed to get out and you know, from work a little bit and get outside. You know, it's warming up outside. Summertime is here. Baby, it's time to get outside. So for some of you, you've already had the awareness. You already knew this. This is just validation for you guys, that you need to do that. And for my other Geminis in those committed relationships, again, I feel like the other person is already aware. Yeah, there's some positive movement going forward for you Geminis in the month of June as well. So a lot of good energy coming for you guys and for you Geminis here. Lots of positive movement forward for you guys for the month of June. Definitely when it comes to love, you know, it's definitely on both ends of the spectrum here, both for our single and our married Geminis. A lot of positive action moving forward. And I know right now we've got a lot of good alignment going on in the stars right now too. I believe with the planet Jupiter. So that kind of doesn't surprise me that, you know, we've got this positive movement going forward. Okay. For you guys. Yeah, that passion ignited. Yeah. Man, Gemini, so it's getting hot outside. I mean, it's that time of year, honey. I mean, a lot of you guys that you've got that passion deep down inside, especially for my single ones. So you definitely want some love in your life, and you're looking for it. The passion is there. Even with my married Geminis, I feel like it's a lot of passion there for you guys. But there just has some work that has to be done. And there's going to have to be some sacrifices that are going to have to be made. Okay, Gemini, for the month of June when it comes to when it comes to your love life. Okay, and like I said, for the single ones, that may mean you may have to, you know, find some time to take off for work. If you got the leave, you got the PTO, then put in a day in the middle of the week or whatever. Take that vacation time. Okay, and get outside and have a little fun. Okay, sacrifice some PTO, child. You might have to do that. Okay, and for my married Geminis, sometimes you got to sacrifice the possibility of your parents being pissed off and mad at you, because you got to set those boundaries, or you got to speak your truth and have that conversation. Okay, so that you can heal. Okay. Yeah, because we got to balance. That number 11 card came out. Balance. Yeah, we got to have some balance, okay? Them twins need some balance, okay? I mean, we can't just have one twin doing most of the work and the other twin just, you know, in the background. You know what I mean? Like, we need to have some balance, Gemini. So, I feel like, you know, I feel like with Gemini sometimes, you know, a lot of people underestimate them, right? Because they can be very nice people. But they forget that there's another twin there. Okay? So Spirit is telling you you need to find some balance in your life, okay? Whether that means you need to finally step forward and speak your truth, so that you can obtain that balance, right? And that harmony in your relationships with your significant other. And for the other ones, the one that's working a lot, you Geminis is working a lot, you need to take some time off. Okay? Period. Find some balance. Work-life balance, baby. Work-life balance. Okay? Work-life balance. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Work-life balance. Okay? Definitely. Absolutely. All right, Spirit, do you have anything else for me? I really wish I need to go get my other deck because I want to and I wonder if that person that was in my chat earlier, I wonder if they was a Gemini. I want to know why they girlfriend ignoring them. You probably need to, are you the Gemini? Maybe you might need to go express your love. Maybe that's why she ignoring you. For the person that asked that question earlier, maybe you're not expressing your love enough. Maybe you're not having enough balance. Are you working too much? Not giving her enough attention? Perhaps. Yeah. You Geminis that I said that need to take a break from work. You need time to rest. I also want to say this for the ones that are in the committed relationships, the ones that are married. Maybe you guys need to take a vacation with each other. Maybe have like a romantic getaway, right? So you can rekindle that passion, right? Okay? There has to be some balance on both ends, right? Even if we are married and we get so busy with the kids and working all the time, you forget about your relationship. Okay? So for you married Gemini, somebody out there, you got to make some sacrifices. Y'all need to take some time off work. Y'all need to go on a vacation, romantic getaway, so y'all can rekindle that. You single Geminis, y'all need to stop working so goddamn much. Use some of that PTO. Stop, hoarding that PTO, baby, and go ahead and take that leave and get your ass outside, child. But also get you some rest too, though. Definitely get some rest. You're doing too much. You're overworking. Okay? All right? This was good. This was good, Gemini. I feel like that might be it. And that number 4 card showed up there, too, for that rest. For you guys needing to rest. And then number 4 energy deals with the home. Okay? So for those of you, again, you might need to take some time and just take some time off and rest, right? Do what you got to do in your home, but then give some attention to, your romantic life, okay? And for those of you that are married, your home life, that's your marriage. That goes back to your home life, that number 4, okay? You need to focus. You need to water your grass, okay? For those of you who are married. Because I remember what I said earlier, honey. If you don't, that separation is going to come, baby. You're going to get to a point where it's going to be a breaking point. Okay? So it's time to rest and rejuvenate, okay, guys? All right, Gemini? Okay. I mean, that's all I have for you guys. I really hope that this reading resonated with you guys. It was great coming on here and being able to go live with you all and do this reading in real time, and not have to sit there and record and edit a reading. I definitely enjoy that part of content creation. But I also feel like being able to come on here live with you guys gives you guys an opportunity to really get to know more about who I am on a more authentic level. okay? Really get to see me in a more authentic sense, okay? So that is all that I have for you Geminis out there. I hope that this reading again resonated with you all. I hope it gave you validation for you Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Again, if you know someone who's a Gemini, definitely share this video with them. If any of this information resonated with you or someone that you know is a Gemini, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know, okay? I love to hear your feedback. Again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. It's a billion of you motherfuckers out there in the world that are probably, I mean, I wouldn't say a billion, but you know, you get the point. There's a million of you Geminis out there in the world. So a general reading is not going to be precise for every Gemini out there, right? That's going to require more of a one-on-one. You're right there in front of the person that's doing the reading for you, and they're really getting to tap into your energy. So if you are a Gemini and this reading resonated with you, definitely let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I definitely will be coming back more frequently to do my readings for my various zodiac signs. And again, like I said, I don't offer personal readings. I don't charge for any readings. I simply do this as a way to sharpen up my own intuition. My intuition is already strong in and of itself. So this divination is just like a tool to help validate what I already feel and know and what comes through. So, you know, I don't offer personal readings. I literally do this as a way to just keep kind of like, you know, sharpening a pencil, right? Or, you know, sharpening, you know, a knife, right? Just kind of keeping my intuition and my skills set, you know, more clear and, you know, precise and things like that. So I hope you enjoy this live, and definitely leave me a comment in the comment section if this resonated with you, and I will be back. Until next time, bye guys.